Welcome back, guys. Today, Ipswich Town are at Coventry. Oh, wait. No, we're at Birmingham. I think we're at Birmingham today. For some reason, we are in Birmingham. Ipswich Town take on Coventry in the league, the first of 3 fixtures. Well, actually, second of 3 fixtures. We've got them on Tuesday, but can Town get a win today? That's what we want to see. Come on. Welcome back, guys. It's Ipswich Town versus Coventry in Birmingham. It's an exhibition match today. Why don't we go and say hoo-da-roo to Joey from Down Under.
Hi Ash, good morning Ash. Joey here for the Bury Free Press. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm now going to the airport to get my flight to Budapest for a little weekend away. So unfortunately, can't be making the trip down to Birmingham to see Ipswich Town face Coventry City, but I will be finding a little boozer in Budapest and of course watching it on iFollow, which of course is a bit tin pot really, but big game. We were unlucky to come away without a win in the FA Cup last weekend. I think we're going to struggle again today. Coventry, good outfit, and I think we might sneak away with a point, which isn't all bad. So come on Town, and let's hope that this is the start of a good December.
Today's sponsors are Try Financial. I keep forgetting to mention it, but if you need any financial advice, make sure you speak to them. All the details are below, and you can use the code as well. It's TFIPS for IpswichFanzone customers. So today, let's start with you, Nathan. You're not going anywhere, mate. You all right?
I'm all right, yeah.
How are you feeling?
Confident.
You come here last week. Do they worry you?
I'm more annoyed they let me down on a bet, to be fair, for about 500 quid, but hopefully strong team today. 3 points. Wickham isn't playing today, are they?
Yeah, did you put a bet on Ipswich to win? That was a double, wasn't it? Ipswich to win in a double with who, wasn't it?
Ipswich and I can't remember now, but it's 575 odd quid they let me down for, Ipswich.
And we conceded in the final minute. Are you feeling slightly aggrieved that Paul Lambert's men didn't get a win last week in the FA Cup?
It was a bit annoying, we could do with a lesser game, but, it is what it is. But, big win today, big win on Tuesday. We'll be all right.
Yeah. I hope we do, Given. I'm always confident, mate. A 5-0 win today, hopefully. Oi, Troyston. Troy, how are you feeling, mate?
Very good, positive about today, yeah. But
Well, you've had a few dark fruits by the smells of it.
yeah, I've about 3 and about 1, JD. It's not too bad.
Jesus, this is not good. JD is not good. So you're saying you're feeling good. What do you reckon then today? Do you reckon we'll get a result? Did you come here last Sunday?
Yeah, I was here, of course, last Sunday, but I reckon we'll get more than 1 goal today. We'll score a couple. 2-1 today, as our usual score, I always say.
You say 2-1 every week, mate. 2-1 every week. Let's come over. Let's come over here anyway. Are you not coming in today, mate? Go on. Your dad, tell us about your park run. This is the lad that does all the park runs. So how many have you done this year?
319 today.
That is incredible. 319 park runs. That is ridiculous. You come here today to Coventry. It's the first time here? It's not even Coventry, we're in Birmingham. First time in Birmingham?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you expect us to get 3 points?
Probably. The cup weren't as good. We just let it down on the last minute.
Do you think that we're a bit rusty at the moment, that we're not getting wins in the league? Obviously, we returned to league action today, and it's important that we actually get a result because we've not won in the league since the 5th of November. And I know we've had 3 league games since then, but we need to start winning games because we seem to be like falling off the top of the pile. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think since the Accrington game and the double defeat, we weren't much confident before, and I think if we just get more points in the games, then I think we can start getting more confident and probably get Wickham when we go to their place.
Yeah. Obviously, without James Norwood today, the 4 times we've lost this season, James Norwood's been absent from the squad. What do you make of that?
I think he's just our key player to win those games. Yeah. He's a good player.
Will we miss him today?
Who knows? Whatever Lambert puts out, I'd say put Jackson and Keane on up front. They'll be running down the wings most likely.
I reckon we'll play with wingers. But final score, what do you reckon?
I'll put 2-1 on the line.
2-1. All right, then, mate. Cheers for that. Right, let's go over here. Let's come here. Dan, come here, mate. Go on. You're coming here. Ed Sheeran's here. Look, bloody hell. You doing all right, mate? It's still on holiday. Look, two days in a row. Yeah, when's the next album out? Don't know. It's too famous. You don't even know. What did you make of Wednesday night, mate? Obviously, we won on penalties, and we look quite confident with our youngsters out there. But today, we'd expect, a much better game. We're our first team. But Lambert's come out and said that there's injuries, but it's not said who's actually out.
Don't know. Yeah. See, I think Scusi might be out today, but we've got Nolan.
Don't say that. Last time someone said Scusi was out, he was actually in the first team.
Yeah, but they just thought he might be out today, but hopefully he's fit, and so you've got Nolan in there, who's I hope don't start today. He had a bit of an iffy game.
That's an interesting one, because for anyone who didn't go on Wednesday night, Emmy Hughes had an absolutely horrendous game, didn't he?
Yeah, definitely. Should have come off
He got
half time.
outplayed by Brett McGavin, I would have said.
Yeah, definitely. Brett's been good and doing well the last 2 weeks. So to be fair, he looks good. So
Who else played well for you on Wednesday night?
I was very impressed with the centre half, Henderson.
Yeah.
For a long lad who's sort of been on loan at Bury, not really played in his first team experience, he looked like a good prospect there, really, to be honest.
The thing is, you see players like Corey and Darby's now joined Chelmsford City, I think it is, on loan. And Darby's joined them. Cotter's obviously come back. But for Ndaba not to get the nod over Henderson after he's been involved in the first team for 2 or 3 years says a lot, don't it, about where he is in the first team picture.
Definitely does. I can't see he's got a future, really. If he's getting loaned to Chelmsford now, he's out of contract in the season as well, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
So I think his time's up, really. So we've got the young lads coming through as well. Wolfie obviously there now.
Yeah.
So probably got 6, 7 choice now. You work it out, really.
I know. But then Lambert's come out this week and said we're weak at the back. So, and we've obviously signed that the guy, I can't remember his name now, write it down, Dutch defender Levi Ando has signed as well, joined us in January. I mean, we're obviously weak at the back, but we need to be looking at those younger players that we can bring through, not necessarily in the Championship, but if they get a lot of games in League One, they can probably prove themselves before we get back there.
Yeah, definitely, hopefully. So we've got some good kids coming through, so the Leeson's helped them this season as well, sort of blooding them, so just hope we don't lose a couple of players in January. Don't want to lose Wolfie or don't lose Downs, really.
Yeah, what do you say about those criticisms that people are saying we don't want to go to Wembley?
That's just stupid. It's a chance to win silverware, big day out. I've not been at Wembley since 2000, so why would you not want to go there? Yeah, exactly.
And like you say, for the youngsters as well, it gives them loads of experience, doesn't it?
Exactly. Couldn't agree more. So.
Final score today, mate?
3-1 Town.
3-1. Right, let's come over here. Tom's causing so much commotion. Look, can you lot have some consideration for the public, please? Come on. Come over here. Matt Swaney, how are you doing, mate?
Not too bad, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, good. What do you make of Coventry's debacle this season, mate?
Sticky one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Shithole.
Yeah.
To be honest, it's quite deep for them. Despite the chance, I'd hate to be if we were in that position, but
there's nothing really equivalent for an Ipswich fan. That's like travelling to Colchester to watch your team play a football match. To be honest, it's not a nice place, is it, Birmingham?
So, mate, Western Homes, or what's it called now? Job Serve Community or something? Nah, mate.
But what about Birmingham? What do you make of Birmingham?
We've got to be careful what I say. No, to be honest, where the train station is nice, and the closer you get to the ground, mate, it's not the best, to be honest. Yeah. But the stadium's alright. Nothing wrong with the stadium, but
yeah, well, we'll get in there in a little while. What do you make of our chances today, mate? Obviously, we've got injury concerns, but
I'm going to go for a 2-1 win.
2-1. Why does everyone say 2-1? That's a default win, isn't it? Default win.
Got a bet on, so I've got to go with it. No, I reckon both teams score. I reckon we're going to win at 2-1.
2-1.
Yeah, it's Jackson.
You come here last weekend, didn't you? Did Coventry look dangerous? In your opinion, were they fielding a strong side?
Just as bad as us, to be honest. It was a poor game. I don't know how strong their team was in comparison to ours. Obviously, we didn't have a very strong team, although we did have like Garbutt in that plan, didn't we? I didn't see any threats, but I doubt that was their main team. But they weren't a threat.
Are you expecting a lot more today? A lot more quality today?
Not really. To be honest, I don't know much about them.
League One, though, isn't it?
Who knows, mate? We'll probably get rolled over, and I'll look like an idiot, but nah.
Yeah, we'll be watching this back later, closing our eyes, clenching our fists, but you go for a 2-1, yeah?
Yes, mate, 2-1.
Alright, I've got another one over here. Do you want to chat, mate?
From Sweden.
Yeah, come over. Yeah. Come over. Yeah, we're good. Right, these guys are from Sweden. Whereabouts in Sweden are you from?
Where from?
Yeah.
From the northern parts I am, and this is from the south parts of
What are your names?
Bengt-Åke Högström.
Oh, that's a good one.
Rickard.
Roine. There's no Eagles, no. But there's strong names there. Boys, are you expecting a win today?
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
Yeah, every time. How many times have you been this season?
This season only once.
Yeah, today, first game.
Now this is the second game.
Second game.
Yeah, but
When we come in the autumn, we come in the spring. We come 50-60 from Sweden.
What do you reckon the score will be then today?
1-0 to Ipswich.
1-0.
Yeah.
We don't score so many goals, so 1-0.
Say that again.
We don't score so many goals, so 1-0.
We don't. It'd be nice to see some goals today, wouldn't it?
1-2, I think.
Yeah, 2-1. Yeah, I agree with that. Anyway, let's go and have a look at the squads with Tom. Right, Tom. So yeah, I'm not back in Coventry. You are. You were here last Sunday, mate. How's it feel to be back here? Coventry. Oh yeah, Birmingham. Forget where we are.
Get it right, mate. You've not been here before?
No. I've never actually been here to St Andrews before.
I've been here too many times, mate. Trust me, horrible place.
You might as well be a season ticket holder if you're a Coventry fan.
Oh, 100%, mate. I tell you that.
There's not many Coventry here today. I mean, you just look how many's over there. Just waiting for Mark to pick up the skills there. But it's a poor situation they find themselves in it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not great for any club. I mean, we all take the P, but people go understand. It's not in bad heart. It's just having a joke. It's football fans just having a bit of banter, mate. If we were in the same situation, I'd expect it from everyone else as well. I mean, I don't want to see it. Coventry are a great club, old club. They won the FA Cup. Yeah. They've got a bit of history about them. It's just a shame the predicament they're in at the minute.
It's horrible, really. And just imagine our club without a home. I mean, that's the kind of predicament they find themselves in.
I mean, Colchester get the biggest crowds they've ever had if we didn't have a ground at Portman Road.
You're right about that. Anyway, today we're looking for a strong squad to put out, but injuries aside, apparently there's injuries in the squad. We're not obviously aware of those until we actually look at the squad. So should we have a look at it now? Thanks to everyone for their score predictions. We use Instagram and Twitter this week, and I think Instagram's proven quite popular, so we'll use that in due course. But Tom, let's see the squad, mate.
Right, you got Norris in goal. You got a back four of Garbutt, Wilson, Wolfenden and Donatian. A midfield, or two holding midfielders, Dazelle and Downs. Midfield three of Edwards, Nolan and Judge, and Will Keane up front on his own. On the bench you've got Holy, Scoose, Jackson, El Mazzuni, Kenlock, Dobra and Georgiou.
So notable absentees are Jackson, Norwood and Chambers. Chambers seems to have pulled up an injury. Scoose is obviously not in there either.
Yeah.
I don't know, was he on the bench? Did you mention that? Is he on the bench?
Yeah, Scoose on the bench.
Scoose is on the bench, so he's just made a bench. Whether he's fit or not is another question. It looked like he was labouring an injury on Wednesday night against Peterborough, but as well as that at home as well. Even in the Coventry game, he's probably looked a little tired. Do we fear players like Scouse may be coming to the end of their career?
I mean, the problem is we ain't got the most experienced squad, have we, really? So when your older players like your Chambers and your Scouse are missing, it makes a big difference, because obviously they talk all the younger players through the game. Like Downs flourishes off playing with Scouse because he can help him through the game.
Yeah.
Obviously doesn't need much help anyway, but I mean it helps when you've got people like Chambers at back playing with Wolfenden, because Chambers can use an experience then to obviously help Wolfenden through the game if he's struggling.
Yeah.
So they are a massive miss, 100%.
Yeah, it's going to be a difficult game today, but like you said there, Downs is going to be playing. He's going to be the old head really for some of those youngsters in there, and beside him today is Andre Dazelle. That's a partnership we want to see in the Ipswich midfield, really, isn't it? Two of our youngsters coming through and holding up that midfield for us. Obviously we've got players that can come on, but their influence together today is what I'm looking for, and can that win us the game?
Hopefully. I mean, Downs and Dazelle should have been playing together 3 or 4 years ago really, when they both came through. Yeah. I mean, Downs came through and was brilliant. Dazelle came through, obviously had that injury and obviously has played a part, but I feel like Dazelle's going back to his best. I mean, he hasn't been great all season, but I mean with the game time he's getting better, looking a little bit sharper, so hopefully he can get back to his best starting today. Yeah. But yeah, it should be the midfield, 2 really young England internationals at their age group, so there's no one better in this division if they're both playing at their best, 100%.
Wolfenden's obviously playing in place of Chambers today, you'd say, but there has been some chat this week that Flynn Downs and Luke Wolfenden could be under some interest from championship outfits. Could you see them going really in this transfer window coming up?
It's laughable, the clubs that are trying to get him. QPR, he's taking a piss, mate. He's not going to take a step down, is he? Why is he going to want to be playing a relegation battle this season and next season as well, when he can stay with the mighty Switch, mate, get promoted this year and get in the playoffs next year? Yeah, I've called that already. Yeah. But nah, it's laughable, mate. I mean, the price that Wolfenden and Downs are going to be, it's going to be 10 million plus for both of them at least, isn't it?
Well, yeah, you'd like to say that, yeah.
That's a minimum each, because they're both obviously good players at their level. Downs obviously plays for England, like I've just said. Wolverhampton hasn't got there yet. But, I mean, people like QPR, you haven't got the money. Maybe Fulham, but why are you going to want to go to clubs like that, mate? No. Aim higher. Yeah. Don't aim at clubs level with us.
Completely agree. Mate, what are we going for today?
I said 1-0 Garbutt free kick. I think I'm going to stick with that.
And who's going to be your key man this week?
My key man is going to be... I'm going to go John Nolan.
We'll see what happens. Come on.
Get me a keyboard as well, mate. Fuck it.
Right, boys, so it's half time. It's 1-1 here with Jordan, and I'm here with Lewis. How are you doing, mate?
Good, mate.
Yeah, Jordan, you all right?
Yeah, good, mate.
Enjoying the game so far?
Yeah, it's been all right, mate. Will Keane turned into an informed Darryl Murphy for about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been all right, mate. I mean, it's pretty poor showing from their fans, and they've travel a few miles and stuff like that for a home game. But if you're going to do it, you've got to make some noise, haven't you?
Yeah, I agree with that. They've got to make some noise if they come down and watch their team, haven't they?
Who, them lot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't heard anything yet.
Nah.
Ridiculous. I know the ground's half empty, but you've got to do something at least. It's embarrassing, really.
In terms of opponents, Coventry today are looking at like one of the worst we've played against this season, for me. Do you agree?
First half, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think they've got a good half in them.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. I think we've got to have another goal, really. And then,
Sorry, mate. Sorry.
Yeah.
So go on, yeah, you're right.
Not a problem.
Don't fall, mate. Don't fall.
Don't fall over. Jesus.
Yeah, Coventry.
I think, I think they've got a decent second half in them.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to need another goal. I think that's why Jackson's on the bench. Hopefully we're going to wear him out a little bit and then Jackson come on for counter-attack because they're going to be up for it second half.
I think down this end, mate, I think we might see a bit more action, don't you?
Well, yeah, I would have thought so. They haven't really offered a lot, have they? If they're they're fifth? Are they fifth in the league? If that's what fifth in the league offer, mate, we should have no problem. If I'm honest with you, I don't.
We keep saying that though, but we're not really kicked off. I felt today we played really well for first half. It'll probably come back to haunt me. You never know, but we're playing all right in the first half. I'd like to see that come out second half again because we don't seem to do that each week.
Yeah, keep lively. That's what I like to see. I'd just like to see us give it a go after going 1-0 up, which we did. Keen at the post, sort of thing. Keep going second half. Just keep going at them. Don't sit back. That's what we tend to do. Many times, even last year, we're renowned for that. The last 4 or 5 years, I think, as soon as we go 1-0 up or get a lead, we sit back, and inevitably, the inevitable happens, doesn't it?
Exactly. You're right. What do we make of Downs, Dazelle and Wolfen? And those three seem to be some key players in the first. Dazelle not so much, but Downs looking really good, isn't he?
Yeah, it's taken on everybody. I think Nolan's doing brilliant. Even Judge is doing well. For someone that don't start week in, week out, it's got a lot of match fitness. I think it's doing really well this game.
We said informed Darren Murphy, but similarly, he's like Dimitar Berbatov keen up front today. He just seems to love scoring down here in front of empty stadiums.
I think that's what he's used to. He's lucky he's got a stadium, to be honest, to play in. But yeah, no, it's good goal.
To be fair, he's not the best of strikers, is he? We want to see him score goals, obviously, but chances are, thick and thin in this division.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. You just see someone tall that they struggle with because their centre backs ain't the tallest. Keep putting. If you get a decent ball in, we're going to score.
Yeah.
But getting it past the first defender from Garbett seems to be a bit of trouble at the moment. But I think he done a long one over the top, went all the way through. But if he gets it right, I think we've got a goal in Keane again.
So, boys, the inevitable question: what do you reckon the final score will be?
4-1 Town.
4-1 Town. 4-1 Town.
I'm going to go for a while. 3-2 Town, I reckon.
3-2.
Goals galore.
Goals galore. Well, let's hope so. Let's have a look at the second half.
Bring the fucking thing!
Jackson. On every header.
Every header is. What was that? Listen on that as well.
Right, Jackson, stay here!
Come up for the camera.
What is he doing? Their keeper could come up and he'd still go up there. Where are you, Jackson? Where are you, Jackson? Oh, running back with the other 11 cunts on the pitch. Excuse.
He's like this.
Yeah.
Don't even try and get the fucking on.
He's like done it for pace. Oh.
Magnus.
We're at 10 yards, you bald cunt! You're lucky the ball. You've got the well not to referee this game. There's a green in there as well. Double hair gel, the green.
Take a fucking touch!
Come on, Ipswich!
Fucking in there!
For one of the teams to score. You're supreme,
Right then, boys, 1-1 draw in the end. I think we were lucky after that second half. I was just saying to Lou at half time how well we played in the first half. Did not expect us to come out like that, did we?
I think Lambert said, oh, fuck it, boys. That'll do. Shut up shop. Just do what the fuck you want. Kick the ball to wherever you want. Kick it out.
Is it starting to worry? Is it starting to worry people that we're not winning games anymore? We're drawing every week.
We've only got one good half in us, which is not going to be enough. You know, we're relying on winning 1-0 and then holding out. It's just pathetic, really. You know, Will Keane went from looking like Berbatov in the first half to Andy Carroll in the second. It was that more pathetic, but like, it was a shell of a team. Like that second half, I didn't even recognise that team. That played the first half. It was Ipswich, but you know, first half we were like Barcelona, second half we were like fucking Bristol Rovers or some shit like that.
Common criticism of a Paul Lambert side is that we only play one half of football, and we've done it again today. Well, why are you saying not? We actually played them off the park first half. They didn't have any chance. Andy, what game are you watching?
I think we had spells where we played them off the park, but how many clear chances did we have? We should have been 4-0 up, really. Yeah. And I don't think we're playing that well. We're not scoring goals.
We ain't got the strikers for this at all. Jackson, useless, can't stay on side. He stands offside, waiting for a flick on that never happens from anybody, and then is offside if it comes straight over. Yeah. Will Keane, he's got a goal today, but apart from that, what did he actually do? Yeah. Nothing. He's got a 2-inch jump on him. He can't. He's at least 6'5", and he can't jump more than a foot off the ground.
What's your argument? What's that?
Well, I mean, Will Keane, he held up the ball well second half. Yeah, he's got lovely hair. I mean, my striker's got a ponytail. What's your striker got? Yeah, but how many of our strikers got goals? Let's pick out 3 players, yeah? Jackson today.
Tony's got a ponytail and he scores goals.
He's actually got a pineapple, that's a bit different, mate. So you got Wilson. I was really disappointed in Wilson. They had a really poor game, looked so shaky today. I don't know what's wrong with him. Why has Thomas Holy been dropped? Bloody, the first goal came from Will Norris chucking it straight out for a fucking throw-in. Straight out for a throw-in, there you go and score. And he nearly done it again 10 minutes later. What's Thomas Holy done wrong? He's done nothing wrong. Absolutely nothing.
I think we're trying to prove to Wolves that he can stay here past January, personally.
I'm looking forward to him going in Jan. I'd rather have Shibek on the bench.
Two keeper and play Holy all the time. He doesn't need to. Why has he been dropped? For what? He got chipped with a dodgy one at Colchester, which anyone would have been chipped by.
Lambert out, Lou Shopping.
Exactly, mate.
Mike, what did you make of that, mate? Because obviously everyone knows you were pretty angry after our last league game against Wickham. 1-1.
No way. Not Mike.
That was Mike, wasn't it? Was that Mike?
From last week when we was in the FA Cup, we actually controlled the game better last week.
Yeah.
They only dropped a few players. We lost it round about the first half of the second half. The first part of the second half. We were all over the place. And they could have taken us to the cleaners. I think if they were a bit more clinical and had a bit more about them, we would have been 2 or 3 down. So the game would have been over. I'm glad we've come away from it with a point, because I honestly think that it could have been worse. We could have lost this game quite easy.
We've not lost that game. You're right. We could be level-headed there. Go on.
I think anything in this league, with the team that we've got, I think anything less than a win is a loss. Even a draw.
Yeah. No, we all think we've got a lot of strength and depth. We haven't got that much strength and depth. You look at that today, and you look at
we've got depth, but no strength.
We haven't got strength and depth. No,
I disagree.
That's poor.
It's not poor. That first half they were good. They just can't keep it going. They've just got to get it going.
I feel like Dazzel's trying to get in the shop window to get rid of him in January.
He's just fucking it up himself.
Yeah. I mean, all he's doing is jogging on the spot the whole game.
Yeah.
It's frustrating, boys. Who's our next game? Coventry. Oh yeah.
Fucking hell.
Penalties the way these last 2 games have gone, innit?
Look, we can't seem to win a game, boys.
You're saying that we haven't got strength, in depth, right? But we're still in all the cup competitions. Well, bar the League Cup, right? We're still in the cup competitions. We're still managing to scrape results. Every time we put a second team out and we get a result, that team gets stronger. And I could see from the beginning when we was at Luton, the team going through, they're getting stronger every fucking week, right? That's the depth that we've got. Half them players out there played last week, so it's just...
He's got a good argument. He's got a good argument there. He's got a good argument.
No, we have to fight for every single point in this league. We've got no right to go up, right? Just because we're Ipswich Town, we've got no right to go up. We have to fight for every fucking point, right? Our own record's shit. We need to get on top of that and make Potman Road a fortress and get them fucking 3 points.
Should have won it today.
We should have won here today. I agree with what you're saying, Mike. We should have won this one.
In the first half, we should have won that.
Yeah.
Should have been 2 up by half time.
But the one point that Mike's made there that I really agree with is that we need to be winning games at Portman Road. So let's look ahead to Tuesday. I know it's the FA Cup, but we've got to get a win and get everyone back on side. But until then, come on, you Blues.